baby.
Yeah, yeah. Right here.
My baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is the second Cabin in the Woods video that I recorded sharing my lessons that I learned after I got laid off of work. So if you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and look in the link in the description below and watch that one, because we're gonna start with lesson number 8. And that is to take care of yourself. Now, sometimes when we're sad and we're depressed and we don't know what we're gonna do, we start to neglect our personal hygiene, we neglect our nutrition, we don't go outside, we don't move our bodies, and that's no bueno. You actually should do the opposite, because one, it makes you feel a lot better, both chemically in your brain and physically in the body. And two, you don't want to shut down. You don't want to fall into depression and get into a downward spiral that you can't pull yourself out of. So take care of yourself by cooking yourself a good meal, by walking out in public, by getting dressed, all those things. The next lesson I learned, number 9, was to let it out. Maybe you haven't let yourself cry, scream, growl, because you're used to holding back your emotions. You're trying to control yourself and say, I'm okay, and force yourself to be fine. But it's okay not to be okay. So if you need a moment to cry or scream or growl, do it. If you want to do it in the shower, that's great, because then you can just wash your face afterwards and keep it trucking. Or maybe you can grab a pillow and scream into that. Or maybe you want to celebrate and have a few laughs with your friends. Whatever you need to do to express that emotion and get that energy flowing and moving out of your body is critical that you do that, because you want to be able to move forward. So don't hold it in, let it out. Lesson number 10 is to daydream something better. This one was really exciting for me because I am so used to just jumping back into the job hunt game, into the whole rat race, into the whole mundane, programming, that I just get caught up on autopilot. But this time I wanted to do something different. This time I wanted to make sure that whatever I was going to do, it was going to be on my terms, that I was going to actually enjoy the results, that I wasn't going to slip back into the mundane, that I wasn't going to slip back into the boring ways of life, but that I could do something fun. Like this whole week-long adventure in the cabin showed me that I could do something different. I have the power to choose something different. So I took a lot of time to daydream and ask myself, what do you really want to do next? And it's exciting because I decided to do some pretty amazing things. I don't have the videos up yet, but they're coming. But I decided to go on and compete in an international pageant, which I won first runner-up for. That's right. I literally, in the middle of unemployment, hopped on a plane to LA, to Tokyo, and then on to the Manila, Philippines, where I competed on an international stage for the title of Mrs. Grand Universe. It was incredible. I'm not going to spoil the story with too many details in this video, but that is something that the old me definitely wouldn't have done if she were laid off her job. You're thinking, you need to save that money. You need to put that money somewhere else, into bills or something like that. But I put that money into me, into something that would make me happy, because it's that kind of energy that inspired me to start a new business. And it's so cool because it incorporates all of my strengths and allows me to have so much fun making a difference in the lives of others. It's the perfect match. And I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 again where my time and time off is dictated by other people. I want to be in control of my time and my finances. So I'm really excited to get started. That's why lesson number 12, choose your next step on purpose, is really powerful because you don't have to react. You can respond intentionally to getting laid off. I know it's hard because there's a lot of stress on your shoulders. Trust me, I'm right there with you. But it feels so much more empowering, and you'll be better in the long run if you're able to think critically and choose what you want to do next. Even if you're choosing another job, you're choosing to work for a company with good culture and morale. You can choose to work for a company that's doing something that you believe in, and you don't have to settle for a job that won't pay you well. You can keep up your standards and have the due diligence and the courage to wait until someone says, yes, we will pay you what you want to be paid. Yes, you can work these hours. You can work remote, so on and so on and so on. So I really encourage you to respond instead of reacting by making your next step intentional and choosing it on purpose. Lesson number 13 was to look on the bright side and see it. The bright side of unemployment, you have a lot of time on your hands. You get to spend time with family. You get to visit friends. Like Daniel and I went out to Atlanta and we saw a childhood friend who we hadn't seen since we got married in 2012. It was really awesome. You can invest in your physical well-being. You can hang out with your pets. You can plan. You can make new goals. You can learn a new trade. Really, the sky is the limit on what you can do with all this free time. So use it wisely. Look on the bright side of what you do have and take advantage of it. Something else that I did while I was out in the woods, I learned how to shoot weapons. I got to handle 3 guns. So I got this handgun. I also got to shoot a shotgun and an AK weapon. Now, I am not Mrs. Smith, but I was pretending that I was. This was a really great stress reliever because I got to learn a new skill. I got to learn about gun safety. And I got to blow off some steam tearing this piece of wood apart.
Start out, you're going to kick your safety off, back your hammer, okay? Now remember, you're going to hold it with that hand, and this one's going to be free to start with, and then when you go to aim, then that's when you want to bring this finger, okay? That's the way you want to hold that gun, because that gun's going to kick back up.
Okay.
Okay? So, go ahead and aim. Okay, you hit inside the target. Now your gun is cocked and ready to fire again. All you have to do is pull the trigger. You hit inside the circle again, or you get close. Our target is right center of that Y.
After this experience, I had a conversation with Daniel, and we are making plans to continue learning how to manage a weapon because it's important that you have this knowledge just in case you come across one or just in case you have to use one. Don't want to use one, but better safe than sorry.
You'll learn how to do it so you don't break your fingernail.
Right. Gotta adjust that. Okay.
Okay, you want to do that with this hand here.
This hand.
Yes. There you go. You done good. Okay. Let's see, you hit basically the same place.
Okay.
You see these,
Mm-hmm.
which was a little bit better shot, which meant you probably, if the guy's standing like this, you got part of this one too.
Okay.
And because it fell over, you still hit in the head area. I mean, you see these BBs and stuff here, so you still got the head area.
Okay.
And you would have been spot on had this not have fallen.
My time in the woods was really transformative, and I hope that sharing these lessons inspires you to take the next best step for your life. You can take a moment and breathe and rest, and you can practice gratitude for your experiences with that job as you move forward on to the next phase of your life. Don't ignore your feelings, sit with them and let them out. Make sure that you continue to take good care of yourself, moving your body, eating well, and leaning on your tribe, because you have people in your life who love you and will support you during this time. And then dream of something better. I love you guys so much. Keep watching the channel for more updates, and we'll see you soon.